How to do? Time to go ahead and open up stack number 2 of our Magic the Gathering Core M21 booster box. Got a lot of interesting things in that first stack. Let's see what we get in this one. Of course, I'll be doing some running commentary, just trying to make it as entertaining as possible. Are you noticing a lot of reprints here in the common spot? Ooh, Radiant Fountain. It's always a fun little card. Yeah, a lot of duplicates that we're getting across so far. Bolt Hound. 3 for a 2/2 elemental dog. Haste. Whenever Bolt Hound attacks other creatures you control, get +1/+0 until end of turn. Could fit in a dog deck. Brash Taunter. This looks like a fun guy. Red and 4. 1/1 indestructible. Alright. The Goblin that will not die. Whenever it is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. Red 2 and tap. It fights another target creature. You hit like a kobold. That's amazing. I love this guy. And we got a foil tempered veteran. Foil looks nice. Not really seeing much warping. Yeah, there's a little bit of a warp to the foil. I guarantee if I sit it out on the kitchen table, it'll probably start warping a little bit more. We'll have to experiment on that. Let's toss that up there to the side. Zombie token. So I'm sure most people have already seen all the spoilers for this. This video is more for the folks who haven't really checked much of the spoilers. They're maybe thinking about picking up a box or two, or you may be thinking about doing some Jumpstart. That's the main thing I'm interested in. I'm definitely going to be getting a couple boxes of Jumpstart. I have a couple of boxes on order at my local game store. Just because I really like the idea of being able to crack a couple packs, smush them together, make a 40-card deck, start playing. And each deck, each booster is going to be themed, so it's probably going to be like dogs or dragons and cats and things like that. Pirates. So it should be pretty neat. Ooh, here's another shrine. For that shrine deck theme they got going on. Blue 3 legendary shrines, so we get only one in play at a time. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may draw X cards, where X is the number of shrines you control. If you do, discard a card. So with just the one out, it's still helping you cycle through your deck, draw a card, discard a card. But if you have multiples, that can get pretty good. It's like Voltron with enchantments. Angelic Ascension, we've already seen one of them before. Lore Scale Kotal. Again, that's a really good D&D monster name. Lore Scale Kotal. You can almost turn that into like a familiar. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on Lore Scale Kotal. It's not bad for 3. It's only a 2/2, but it's definitely going to get big, especially in commander decks, where some blue-green decks are going to be drawing cards on everybody's turn. Definitely worth looking into. Maze Mind Tome. 2, tap, put a page counter on Maze Mind Tome, scram it. I hope there are more books as artifacts in this core set, just because you have all those blue cards that have the librarian theme to it and reading books. 2, tap, put a page counter on Maze Mind Tome, draw a card. Alright, so you can just tap to scry, or you could 2 tap, draw a card. When there are 4 more page counters on Maze Mind Tome, exile it. If you do, you gain 4 life. So it doesn't look like there's an inherent way to remove the tokens, so you're going to get a couple uses out of it, and it's going to go away. Bone Pit Brute. Nice little foil there. And I am on a time crunch doing this one. I'm trying to get this filmed before I go on to work. Again, just doing this as a fan who loves games, and I'm trying to make videos now just to experiment with that. Making these first couple of videos, it's really shown me a lot about the whole editing process and what goes into making a video. It's been a fun addition to my gaming hobby. Frost Breath. Blue 2 instant. I was checking out the artwork first. That's why it took me a while to start reading. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step. As an instant, it's not bad. Definitely good in limited. Could be good in standard. I don't see it being played in much else beyond that. Light of Promise. Enchant creature. Whenever you gain life, put that many 1/1 counters on this creature. I'm sure someone will find a use for that in standard. Oh, Green Shrine. Green and 2 at the beginning of your pre-combat main phase. Add X mana of any one color, where X is the number of shrines you control. All right, it's not bad. It'll definitely help mana fixing in multicolor decks. Oh, I'm just going to go right to it. I don't even care what the rare is. Oh my goodness, look at that. These, if anyone doesn't want these lands, just message me below. I'm sure there are other people out there that will want these and will love these as much as I do. Look at that forest. I need like 500 of these. And we got a foil Pestilence Haze, Teferi's Ageless Insight. It's a blue card, legendary enchantment. If you would draw a card, except the first one, you draw in each of your draw steps, draw 2 cards instead. Yeah, that's going to be going in commander decks. Whoa! Hi, Liliana Stewart. Alternate border. Hey, Jason, if I see you again, you're going to have to sign this one for me too. Hopefully in like an electric purple, like metallic purple Sharpie. I'm going to stop by Michael's and pick one up just so I have one handy. That is. Yep. Good job, Magic. Good job, Watsy. These alternate borders are amazing. I hope you've done this for every card in the set. Please tell me you have. That'd be amazing. Little subset to collect, the alternate borders. I love collecting. 2, we got another Hound. All right, 2 special borders in a booster pack. Oh, this is a nice kitty cat. 4/4/2, must be blocked if able. So it's got a little bit of a lure effect on it. When this dies, you gain 1 life for each creature that died this turn. And with 4 strength, it's probably taking out something. Shipwreck Dowser, it's a Merfolk for people with Merfolk decks. Sporeweb Weaver. Reach, Hexproof from blue. This spider hates blue as much as I do. But really, it's not the color blue itself. It's just the way that it's usually designed. You can make control decks where you're not countering people. And it's more of a psychological thing. We could have a debate about that in like a series of videos. Rise Again. 5, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Sorcery, or you would expect that. I love those who are eager to serve. Liliana Vess. Colossal Dreadmaw. Big 6/6 for 6 with Trample. Spellgrid. Alright, so we're starting to see some different common cards now. Radiant Fountain duplicate. Miscast. Counter target instant or sorcery spell and controller pays 3. And again, from 1 mana, bear in mind the first couple turns, you shouldn't be really playing too many instants of sorceries. You want to get your board set up. So this is the sort of card that I don't mind to have a low cost effect It basically stops shocks and things like that, lightning bolts, because you're probably going to be tapping out. Or you won't be able to pay 3 if you're playing an instant sorcery in those first couple turns. So it stops combo decks and things like that. It doesn't stop enchantments or artifacts or planeswalkers or creatures, so you could still develop your board with a counterspell like this in your opponent's hand. Fiery Breath Dragons. Eliminate. Love that artwork. Black and 1. Destroy target creature or planeswalker with a converted mana cost 3 or less. Instant. Not bad. This might see some decent play. All right, Standard Bearer. We already had a foil version of him. He's a duplicate, little treasure token. So we know there's probably going to be cards in here that make treasures. Capture Sphere. I was just going to go right past this, but then a Pokeball popped in my head. So we got blue and 3. Flash. Enchantment Aura, enchant creature. When Capture Sphere enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step while this is out. Onake. Ogre. The ogres you know are nothing like the Onake. Possessing both intellect and industry, they had brute strength without being brutish. 3 for a 4/2 ogre warrior. So I know there's warrior subsets out there from previous sets. So you can make a deck of warriors. Alternate. I am just gonna. So we see this here. What is that? We're just going to go right back to it. Ugin the Spirit Dragon. I had a lot of my friends at the game store talk about this. So you know what? JD, my main man, my buddy, owner of Phoenix Rising. This guy's coming to you. Do with him, you're going to be able to do with him what you want. You can use him as tournament prize support. You can keep him yourself, eBay him off, whatever you got to do. Use it to help the store, buddy. Alternate border here, Teferi's Tutelage. Blue 2. When Teferi's Tutelage enters the battlefield, draw a card, then discard a card. Okay. Whenever you draw a card, target opponent mills 2 cards. All right, so if I'm reading this right, we're blue and 2, comes out, draw a card, discard a card, and because you did that, your opponent's going to mill 2. And then every time you draw a card, your opponent's going to be milling 2. So you're basically going to be hitting someone for 3 cards every turn because they have to draw a card. When you draw your card, they have to mill 2. So that's 3 cards every, go around, your turn, their turn. And a 60-card deck, that's a 20-turn clock, but they've already drawn 7. So it definitely puts them on a clock. You get multiples of these out. Not only are you cycling through your deck, I think mill might be pretty decent. There's enough blue cards out there to make that work. Dire Fleet Warmonger, Orc Pirate, and of course a foily Merfolk. Standard Mountain. Oh well. Another one of these Secure the Scenes. A lot of duplicates now. I remember this guy. I've seen him in previous core sets before. The only reason I remember him is I make so many skeleton tokens by getting a 1-inch hole punch and just chopping that out. Foil. Foil. I want more doggies. Burn bright. And they answered my prayers. Rambunctious little one. Look at that guy. Hey, little fluffy guy. Just want to rub that belly. Oh my goodness. When Rambunctious Mutt enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. 5 for a 3/4. Not bad. I kind of wish it was whenever he attacked or did damage or something like that. That way it wasn't just a one-time effect. Emphatic words with powerful gestures. Clearly, this was playtime. Look at that little fluffy belly. Jeskai Elder. Blue and 1 for a 1/2 prowess. Alright. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. Not bad. It really doesn't have any way to get in there. And a 1/2 for 2 doesn't seem like it's going to be doing a whole lot. Rain of Revelation. 4 for an instant. Draw 3, then discard a card. That's not bad. I'm pretty sure a lot of folks will try and use that. Volcanic Salvo. What is going up with that casting cost? So we got 2 red and 10, so 12 mana. The spell costs X less to cast, where X is the total power of creatures you control. Okay. Volcanic Salvo deals 6 damage to each of up to 2 target creatures and or planeswalkers. Only time will tell. And a pirate token. I really don't see that card being used a whole lot, so I think that might be a waste of a rare spot. A 7/3 for 5. And I've noticed they've tried to make a lot of other cards have Planeswalker names. So there's been a lot of Liliana cards, a lot of Garruk cards. I don't know why they have to be so obvious about those. You know, you can be a little bit more subtler. Unsubstantiate. That sounds like a Harry Potter name. Blue 1, return target spell or creature to its owner's hand for an instant. So would that just be a counterspell? I don't know. I'll have to ask a rules person about that. Because aren't creatures spells? Falconer Adept. White and 3. Whenever Falconer Adept attacks, create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying that's tapped and attacking. Not bad. Very thematic. Like it. It's a long bird guy. Can't stand the fan. Hooded Blightfang. Again, another good D&D monster name. Beast Boar. Cracking some packs. That's what we're doing today. Pitchburg Devils. When it dies, it deals 3 damage to any target. So it's a 3/3. 5 to get out, though. Not sure if it's going to be played in a constructed format. Definitely probably be played in limited, sealed, or booster drafts. Life goes on, we've already seen. Cultivate. Search your library for up to 2 basic lands. I remember this card. This is really good. Glad they reprinted that. Peer into the Abyss. I see what they're going for. It's like a weird Doctor Strange thing kind of going on here. 7 mana, 3 of which has to be black. Sorcery. Target player draws cards equal to half the number of cards in their library and loses half their life. Round up each time. Target player, so you could hit anybody with this. Having difficulty seeing the use for it, though. Foil Dart. Oh, look at that. Look at that kitty cat token. It's hard to see. It's like a panther in the grass. Look at those green eyes. I hope there's multiple different types of kitty cat tokens. Village Rites. Black instant as additional cost to cast the spell. Sacrifice creature. Draw 2 cards. Pretty good. Gonna be used. Return to nature. Temple of Triumph. As battlefield. Scribe 1. Yes, we got a foil rare, but you know what? This right here is what really makes the booster pack. Look at that. Flaming fiery alternate border mountain. And there's some sort of weird. I would make a weird joke, but you guys have already heard them already. So I can definitely see a website out there accepting pictures of people's pets and making custom magic tokens with them. You guys have probably seen advertisements where there's this one company that will take your pet's picture and put them on like the heads or faces of famous portraits and pieces of artwork. I'm pretty sure someone's going to come out and say, hey, send us your cat and dog pictures. We will make you custom magic tokens for cats and dogs. Tavern Swindler. Black 1 for 2/2. Pay 3 life. Flip a coin. If you win the flip, you gain 6 life. Yeah, I can't say I'm a fan. I just got to go back. Kung Fury. All right. Radha, Heart of Killed. Not bad, you know, for a 3/3. As long as it's your turn, Radha, Heart of Killed has first strike. Okay, Elf Warrior, so Elf decks, Warrior decks. You may look at the top card of your library at any time, and you may play lands from the top of your library. Okay, it's not bad. 6 mana, 1 has to be a red, 1 has to be a green. Radha gets +X/+X to end a turn where X is the number of lands you control. Alright, it's not bad. I mean, could be a decent commander, but I'm really not seeing it. I mean, it's low cost. If you want to make like a red-green elf tribal commander deck. All right, that was it for stack 2, a little bit quicker. Hope everyone had a little bit of fun with that. And be sure to come back for the last stack. Take it easy, everybody, and you all stay safe.